was doing quite well, and the freight cars weren't even giving him any trouble. Peter then began to approach Gordon's Hill. He knew that heavy freight trains halt here to set their brakes. This was the signal for the freight cars. "Keep your brakes on," said one of the freight cars in the front. Peter heard this, and he knew exactly what to do. He pulled as hard as he could and put sand on the rails, so that way the freight cars won't hold him back. But as he was about to reach the top, the freight cars had other ideas. "Prepare to push him down," said the freight car in the front. We will, said the other freight cars in the back. "Oh no you don't," said Peter. As they reached the top and were about to approach the bottom, Peter went down the hill slowly. Every time the freight cars would try to play their tricks, Peter would stop them. They've tried all sorts of things to make Peter derail, and something else bad could happen to him, but it was no use. Peter knew all the tricks they did. Peter was beginning to approach this town, and he started to slow down. At the yard, Arthur and Murdoch were getting a drink, and they were surprised to see that Peter was pulling a train of troublesome freight cars, and that they didn't give him any trouble. "That'll teach you a lot of lesson," he said. What just happened?" said one of the cars. "No clue," said the other. "Well, that was a good run," said Peter, and he steamed away. The two engines were very speechless at what they saw. "My goodness," said Arthur. "My goodness is right," said Murdoch. That afternoon, Sir Topham Hatt spoke to Peter. "You've done well today, Peter. Keep up with your amazing work, and you shall be rewarded." "Yes, thank you, sir," said Peter. And you know what they say, a job well done. "I couldn't agree more," said Sir Topham Hatt. As he left, Rebecca steamed in. "I've heard that you did well taking an important train to Vicarstown today," she said. "Yes, I did," said Peter. "Your name is Rebecca, right?" "Yes, indeed," said Rebecca. "I can understand that I'm not the only engine who once had a similar experience," he said. "Not at all," said Rebecca, and she told Peter the time of when she also had to take an important train to Vicarstown, and how she didn't mind the freight cars singing along. "Very impressive," said Peter. "Thanks," said Rebecca. "Why won't you say we will be friends, shall we? Of course we can, said Peter. And just like Matthew, Fergus, and Neville, Peter knew that he had a good friend in Rebecca.